Hello, Omners. In the dying embers of May, as the days grow shorter and the shadows lengthen, there is a whispered urgency in the air, a call to action that cannot be ignored. Within the walls of our homes, amidst the comforting embrace of familiar surroundings, there are objects lurking, waiting to unleash their malevolent influence upon unsuspecting souls. These are not merely mundane possessions but vessels of darkness, cursed objects that hold within them the power to wreak havoc upon our lives. As the month draws to a close, there is no time to waste. We must embark upon a spiritual house cleansing, purging our sacred spaces of these cursed artifacts before they unleash their unholy wrath upon us and those we hold dear. Here are 10 cursed objects you need to remove from your house right now. 1. The haunted doll. Its glassy eyes follow you wherever you go, its porcelain smile frozen in an eternal rictus of malevolence. This doll is no innocent plaything but a vessel for restless spirits, eager to torment the living with their twisted desires. But what makes the haunted doll particularly insidious is its ability to manipulate the environment around it. It's not just a passive object, it's a conduit through which malevolent forces can exert their influence on the physical world. Strange noises in the dead of night, objects moving on their own accord, and unexplained shadows lurking in the corners, all are telltale signs of the doll's sinister presence. Moreover, the haunted doll preys upon our deepest fears and insecurities, feeding off the negative energy that surrounds it. It delights in sowing discord and chaos among those who dare to keep it in their home, driving wedges between loved ones and instilling a sense of unease that permeates every aspect of daily life. But perhaps most chilling of all is the doll's ability to form a parasitic bond with its owner, draining their life force and feeding off their fear and despair. Those who come into contact with the doll often report feeling drained, exhausted, and emotionally drained, as if their very essence is being slowly consumed by the malevolent entity that resides within. In the face of such a formidable foe, it's imperative that we take swift and decisive action to rid our homes of the haunted doll's influence. We must perform a thorough cleansing ritual, banishing the dark energies that cling to it and sealing off any portals through which malevolent entities may enter our world. But we must also exercise caution and vigilance in the days and weeks that follow, for the haunted doll is a tenacious adversary that will stop at nothing to reclaim its hold over its victims. We must remain ever vigilant, guarding our homes and our loved ones against the insidious influence of this cursed object, lest we fall prey to its twisted desires and malevolent intentions. 2. The ominous mirror. Reflecting not just your image but the dark recesses of your soul, this mirror holds within it the power to distort reality and shatter minds. Look too long into its depths, and you may never find your way back. The ominous mirror is not merely a reflection of physical appearance, it is a gateway to the darkest depths of the human psyche. It holds within its silvery surface the power to distort reality, to warp perception, and to ensnare the unwary in a labyrinth of their own fears and insecurities. Unlike a typical mirror, which merely reflects the outward appearance of the viewer, the ominous mirror reflects the innermost thoughts and emotions, laying bare the hidden desires and traumas that lie buried deep within the subconscious mind. It is a mirror of the soul, revealing the true essence of the individual, stripped bare of pretense or illusion. But the true danger of the ominous mirror lies not in what it reveals, but in how it manipulates perception. Those who gaze into its depths may find themselves lost in a maze of twisted reflections, unable to discern truth from fiction, reality from illusion. They may become trapped in a hall of mirrors, each reflection more distorted and disorienting than the last, until they lose all sense of self and sanity. Moreover, the ominous mirror has a way of amplifying negative thoughts and emotions, magnifying them until they consume the mind like a raging inferno. Those who gaze into its depths may find themselves overwhelmed by feelings of self-doubt, insecurity, and despair, unable to break free from the suffocating grip of their own inner demons. In the face of such a formidable adversary, it's imperative that we exercise caution and restraint. We must resist the temptation to gaze too long into the mirror's depths, for to do so is to risk losing ourselves in the darkness that lurks within. Instead, we must approach the mirror with mindfulness and awareness, acknowledging its power but refusing to succumb to its influence. But perhaps most importantly, we must remember that the true source of our reflection lies not in the mirror but in the depths of our own hearts and souls. It is there that we will find the strength and resilience to overcome the darkest of shadows and emerge into the light of truth and self-awareness. 3. The sinister painting. Its colors are muted, its brushstrokes jagged and uneven. This painting is not a work of art but a gateway to the netherworld, a portal through which malevolent entities can pass into our realm. We all know that a sinister painting is more than just a piece of artwork, it is a conduit for dark forces to infiltrate our world. Its jagged brushstrokes and muted colors serve as a cloak, concealing the malevolent energies that lurk within its depths. To the untrained eye, it may appear innocuous, but to those attuned to the subtle energies of the universe, its true nature is unmistakable. Unlike a traditional painting, which captures the beauty and essence of the natural world, the sinister painting is a distortion, a grotesque mockery of reality that reflects the twisted desires and malevolent intentions of its creator. It is a window into the netherworld, a portal through which malevolent entities can pass into our realm, wreaking havoc and spreading chaos wherever they go. But the true danger of the sinister painting lies not in the entities that it harbors but in the insidious influence that it exerts over those who come into contact with it. Those who gaze upon its twisted visage may find themselves drawn into its dark embrace, their thoughts and emotions manipulated by the malevolent energies that emanate from its surface. Moreover, the sinister painting has a way of infecting its surroundings, spreading its influence like a virus through the minds and hearts of all who come into contact with it. It may cause feelings of unease, dread, or even outright terror in those who dare to gaze upon its twisted form, leaving them vulnerable to the machinations of the dark forces that lurk within. In the face of such a formidable adversary, it's imperative that we take swift and decisive action to rid our homes of the sinister painting's influence. We must perform a thorough cleansing ritual, banishing the dark energies that cling to it and sealing off any portals through which malevolent entities may enter our world. But we must also exercise caution and vigilance in the days and weeks that follow, for the sinister painting is a tenacious adversary that will stop at nothing to reclaim its hold over its victims. We must remain ever vigilant, guarding our homes and our loved ones against the insidious influence of this cursed object, lest we fall prey to its twisted desires and malevolent intentions. For the cursed jewelry, sparkling and alluring, this jewelry promises beauty and glamour but delivers only pain and suffering. Its gems are stained with blood, its metal tarnished with the sins of those who wore it before. The allure of cursed jewelry lies not in its aesthetic appeal, but in the dark forces that lurk beneath its surface. Each gemstone holds within it a history of pain and suffering, a legacy of the atrocities committed by those who sought to possess its beauty. The sparkling facade of the jewelry belies its true nature, a sinister artifact infused with the malevolent energies of its previous owners. Those who come into contact with cursed jewelry may find themselves ensnared in a web of misfortune and despair. The gems, stained with the blood of the innocent, carry with them a curse that taints the very soul of anyone who dares to wear them. Their luster dims with each passing day, their once brilliant sparkle replaced by a dull, lifeless sheen. But it's not just the gems themselves that are cursed, it's the metal that binds them together. The metal is tarnished with the sins of those who fashioned it, twisted and warped by the darkness that seeps into every pore. Those who wear cursed jewelry may find themselves plagued by nightmares, haunted by the restless spirits of those who came before. Moreover, cursed jewelry has a way of exerting its influence over its wearer, manipulating their thoughts and emotions to serve its own dark purposes. It may cause feelings of jealousy, greed, or rage to bubble to the surface, driving the wearer to commit acts of violence or betrayal in pursuit of its hidden agenda. In the face of such a formidable adversary, it's imperative that we take swift and decisive action to rid our lives of cursed jewelry's influence. We must cleanse our homes of these dark artifacts, banishing the malevolent energies that cling to them and sealing off any portals through which they may enter our world. But we must also exercise caution and vigilance in the days and weeks that follow, for cursed jewelry is a tenacious adversary that will stop at nothing to reclaim its hold over its victims. We must remain ever vigilant, guarding our hearts and minds against the insidious influence of these cursed objects, lest we fall prey to their twisted desires and malevolent intentions. 5. The Malevolent Book. Its pages are filled with forbidden knowledge, its words dripping with venom and malice. This book is not a source of enlightenment but a trap for the unwary, ensnaring them in a web of darkness from which there is no escape. 6. The Damned Music Box. Its haunting melody echoes through the halls of your home, its tinkling notes sending shivers down your spine. This music box is not a source of comfort but a harbinger of doom, its tunes summoning spirits from the depths of the abyss. 7. The Accursed Painting. Its eyes seem to follow you as you move, its subject gazing out from the canvas with an intensity that sends chills down your spine. This painting is not a work of art but a prison for lost souls, trapped within its frame for all eternity. 8. The Maleficent Statue. Carved from stone but infused with dark magic, this statue is not a symbol of beauty but a harbinger of destruction. Its gaze is filled with hatred, its presence suffused with the stench of decay. 9. The Wretched Tapestry. Its threads are woven with strands of darkness, its patterns shifting and changing as if alive. This tapestry is not a decoration but a gateway to the underworld, a portal through which demons can pass into our world. 10. The Cursed Relic. Ancient and mysterious, this relic holds within it the power of forgotten gods and fallen civilizations. It is not a source of wisdom but a conduit for chaos, its influence spreading like a contagion through the hearts and minds of all who come into contact with it. As the month of May draws to a close, we must gather our courage and confront these cursed objects head-on. We must banish them from our homes, cleanse our sacred spaces of their malevolent influence, and reclaim our peace of mind before it's too late. For if we fail to act, we risk being consumed by the darkness that lurks within, forever lost to the abyss.